today's video, we'll be talking about Benoit Badiashile links to Juventus. I'll be discussing about Christopher Nkunku's link. A few days ago, I made a video discussing about Christopher Nkunku wanting to leave Chelsea and Manchester United being in the mix. We're going to discuss about that. And if you could remember Chelsea versus Arsenal when Madueke was subbed out, he was they said he stormed out. Not they said, he actually stormed out down to the tunnel, and it caused a whole lot of upset in the media. Drewsbury-Hall moved to Aston Villa as well. But first of all, welcome back to the channel. This is Papi Knows Football. First of all, make sure you like the video because it goes a long way to letting the algorithm know that we are doing something right here. You get me? And you like the content, and you want us to keep improving the content, the video quality, the voice quality, and all these stuff. The best way for you to support the channel is to subscribe to the channel and like the video, so we could keep getting bigger. But first of all, let's dive into it. The first news we're discussing is about Drewsbury-Hall. Obviously, Drewsbury-Hall came from Leicester City to Chelsea in the summer, but he hasn't been able to break it to the first team. He has played quite a few number of matches in the Europa Conference League, in the Carabao Cup, get me, and in the domestic cups that have been played recently. But he hasn't been able to break into the team that plays for the Premier League, because boy that team is very, very strong. We have likes of Moses Casado, what's his name, Lavia, Enzo Fernandez as well. So it's like in the pecking order is like fourth. You get me? And these players are delivering. You get me? And when it comes to he's lacking what these players possesses, because Drewsbury-Hall, in as much as I can say he's a very good player, but bro, when it comes to defensively, he's not all that. You get me? And Moses Casado and Romeo Lavia possesses that, and even Enzo Fernandez, who is not even all that when it comes to defending, he's way better. But yeah, the reports are said that Aston Villa are keeping tabs on Drewsbury-Hall and could consider a cut price move. That's funny. I don't think Chelsea will be selling him. I think we enjoy the depth in the squad. He offers something different from Lavia and Moses Casado. I think he's more of like an Enzo. He's very good attacking. He creates very good chances. You could see that against Noah, even though that's not the match you used to compare best players, but he has been very good in the Europa Conference League. You get me? He has been very good so far, so good. So I don't really see Chelsea selling him, but if we sell him, I'm fine and good. You get me? As long as I know we're good in business, I trust Chelsea. But when it comes to the business side, or recouping money for players, I think we are very, very good there as well. But let's move on. You get me? Let's move on. So we have a bigger fish to fry. You get me? So Madueke, obviously I mentioned it earlier in the video that Madueke stormed off after he was subbed off. A lot of media came and said that he stormed off because he was angry that he was subbed out, which at first I was like, if that was true, that wasn't good. I didn't really want to put much energy on that. You get me? So I kind of just let the whole thing die down, and and I'm happy he has come and cleared the air. You get me? Yeah, I'm happy he has come and cleared the air. Like Madueke has this arrogance about him that kind of make people don't like him. You get me? He has this arrogance of that, which I like about him. You get me? I like about him as a top player. You have to exude, you get me, some level of arrogance, some be narcissist a little bit. But he has come to clear that is not what the media has been running around saying that happened is what happened. Here is what Madueke has to say about it. He said, Madueke explained storming down the tunnel after being subbed by Arsenal. I literally went down the tunnel to go to the toilet. I came back 30 seconds later. If you watch a lot of games, when I came off, I always go straight down the tunnel to the toilet. It's nothing. And you get me, when the coach was asked, he didn't really read much into that. You get me? And the media has been carrying out a lot of narrative about Madueke, blah blah blah. He's arrogant, he's this and that. You get me? But I'm happy he has came out and he has cleared the air that it's not really what everyone think happened, and that he just went to the toilet and he does it normally anytime he gets subbed off. But I saw a tweet somewhere where someone said that at least he could have sat on the bench given the nature of the match, for a little bit, then and goes to down the toilet. You get me? To control the narrative of the media, because bro, the England, especially the England media, they are not joking, man. They are not joking. They can literally just come on and say anything they want to say about you. Get me? Stir up a narrative about you. But I'm happy he has came up and he has cleared it. You get me? Because I know Nigerians, we are very, very humble, and I don't know, I don't see anyone doing that. So moving on, we were talking about Christopher Nkunku. Yeah, links came on a few days ago that Manchester United were interested in him, and Manchester United wanted to sign him for Ruben Amorim, which are already covered. But Fabrizio has further came and cleared that at the moment Chelsea are not entertaining any talks with any club for Christopher Nkunku. This was tweeted, but I watched the video where he said when he talked about the Christopher Nkunku team, he further went down and said that Manchester Ruben Amorim hasn't even seen the full Manchester United squad. You get me? He has to train with them before they start discussing who is going to go and who is going to come in, stuff like that. You get me? And Ruben Amorim hasn't really made any demands on players he wants to sign. You get me? And he has said he wants players with high intensity. I don't know if Christopher Nkunku is that sort of player, but Fabrizio has further went and cleared that Manchester United has made inquiries to Chelsea, and Chelsea on the other hand are not currently entertaining any transfer for Christopher Nkunku, which I'm very happy. And I said in the video, if we get a very good offer, as long as it's not from Manchester United, I'm happy to let Christopher Nkunku go. Be it that we get Victor Osimhen in the summer. I've seen people say, yeah, Victor Gyökeres and blah blah blah. Bro, we don't need Victor Gyökeres. I'm telling you, bro, we don't need Victor. I've seen him, bro. He's a mid striker, bro. He's a mid striker. I'm telling you, he's mid. I've seen Victor Gyökeres. I've seen goals he scored. He's a mid striker. I prefer Jackson to Gyökeres. No, I think man, you should go buy Victor Gyökeres. Man, you should go buy him. But I prefer Jackson to Victor Gyökeres. You can't tell me shit, man. You get me? Osimhen is way above Gyökeres level. You get me? Forget about the stats. Osimhen is way. Have you seen Osimhen play? No, I'm a little bit diverting here. But yeah, Christopher Nkunku, Chelsea are not entertaining talks for Christopher Nkunku at the moment. And last the thing we'll be talking about is Benoit Badiashile. So it looks like Benoit Badiashile is among the list of the centre backs that Juve sporting director Cristiano is currently monitoring. I'm happy. You get me? It has been good for a while, and I think we could recoup 30-40 million for Benoit Badiashile. I think he's going to succeed in the Italian Serie A, where it's like less intensity. Get me? It's more calmer there. I think he's going to play well there. I think he should go to Juventus. He's still young. You get me? He's still young. He's a very good defender, but I want him to become. You get me? So we can get in some good centre back. Like I said, Benoit Badiashile in the long run is not going to give us what we want, and I'll be happy to let him go. So I want to know your thoughts on whether you want to Benoit Badiashile out of the club, or you think you should be giving chances, and your thoughts on the whole Noni Madueke saga against Arsenal, stuff like that. You get me? So that's all for now. Yeah, I forgot, I'll be doing a video and I'll be reacting to Chelsea top 20 greatest of all time. You get me? By score 90 or something. So I'll be reacting to it and I'll be telling you what my thoughts on them. So make sure you're going to catch it maybe next week. You get me? Because I'm going to cover Nigeria versus Rwanda. There's nothing much to cover. We already qualified, but I'm still going to cover it though. And that's all for now. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Go be.